Have you ever been asked to give over your cell phone passcode because you've been accused of something? Do you ever wonder if law enforcement or the police can force you to turn over your passcode if they want to search your phone? This is an issue that's absolutely been addressed here in New Jersey. You may not like the answer. Hi, I'm Daniel M. Rosenberg. I'm a criminal defense attorney and the founding partner of Rosenberg, Perry & Associates. It is also my personal goal and passion to provide information and education about the criminal justice system before individuals become involved and entrenched in the system. And as a criminal defense attorney, there's lots of questions I get, not only from clients and potential clients, but also friends and family members who are just curious about what their rights are. And one of the most frequent questions that I get is whether or not law enforcement can require you to turn over the passcode to your phone. Well, right now, the answer is yes. And that's because of a New Jersey Supreme Court case called State versus Andrews. Now, how did the State versus Andrews case happen? Well, there was a sheriff's officer named Robert Andrews who was accused of tipping off drug dealers who were being investigated and where there was a wiretap on those individuals. The suspects provided this information to law enforcement. They provided documentation showing that they were getting tipped off by Mr. Andrews. Law enforcement ultimately seized Mr. Andrews' phone, and they got a search warrant to search the inside of his phone. The problem was Mr. Andrews' phone, like most phones, was password protected, and they could not break the code. So the question was, could they require Mr. Andrews to provide his cell phone passcode in order for them to get into the cell phone and search it? Mr. Andrews objected, alleging that this was a violation of his Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination and protected by both the New Jersey and United States constitutions. The court ruled against him, and he was required to turn over that passcode. So why did the court rule this way? Well, the court found this based on what's referred to as the foregone conclusion exception to the Fifth Amendment privilege. The court concluded that the Fifth Amendment only protects compelled communication that is self-incriminating, and the passcodes themselves do not incriminate a defendant. They only provide a means of access to the information on the phone. And the court further ruled that neither the federal constitution nor the New Jersey state constitution prohibits government-compelled production of passcodes. Now, this was a close decision. There are 7 justices on the New Jersey Supreme Court, and this decision was decided 4-3. So how does this affect you? If your phone is lawfully seized and you are given a lawful directive or order to provide your cell phone passcode, you cannot invoke your Fifth Amendment privilege, and you cannot say you're not turning it over. You are under an obligation under the current case law to provide that information to law enforcement so that they can then search your phone. So what happens if you forget your passcode, or you don't have the ability, for whatever the reason, to provide that passcode? There's a charge for that. It's called contempt of a court order. It is a crime of the 4th degree, and it is punishable by up to 18 months in state prison. Now, contempt of court is if you are ordered by the court to provide the passcode. If law enforcement asks you to provide a passcode, the charge would be obstructing the administration of law. That can be a 4th degree or disorderly persons level offense, depending on the circumstances. Now, individuals placed in that position where law enforcement is requiring the passcode or they're ordered by the court, that individual absolutely has an important decision to make. And there's also other aspects of the law that law enforcement and courts may explore or impose to try to force someone to provide that passcode. Now, we can't get into all the details and nuances of the law right here, and this is also a very new aspect of the law that is still being explored. And this is something that we're anticipating that is going to be appealed further and potentially to the United States Supreme Court, where this decision could potentially be overturned for violating individuals' Fifth Amendment privilege. So, lots to know about this law and lots to keep track of, which we're certainly going to be doing. So if you or someone you know is in a situation similar to this, where their cell phone is being accessed and they're being asked or demanded or required to provide their passcode, please contact our office. We're happy to help in any way we can. We'll take the time we need to assess your situation and give you blunt and candid advice. And if you like the content of this video, please like or subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if there's a topic you'd like to learn more about, please leave a comment below or contact our office. I'd love to hear about it. We are criminal trial attorneys. We have your back. That's what we do.